It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the...
And a good Thursday evening. And let's...
Well, guys.
Yeah, with that pump fake, he can get to the free throw line too, D.A. There's just no answer. Smitty, early in a season, how many of these surprising losses can really be considered upsets, do you think?
You know, the great teams, they look at it's like a marathon. They're looking to just get better. But I think for the younger teams, they will love to gain some confidence in knocking off some of these playoff favorites or these teams that's been, I guess, picked by us, the media and the fans, as the favorites. But I think a lot of teams look at it as let's just build. It's more about building to the end of the season versus at the beginning of the season.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ingram and Kuzma filling up the 3 and the 4. Avery Bradley is out there with Harden, and it's Cousins in at the center. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And Lamb kicks to Warren. Pass to Ayton. The fadeaway. Cousins pulls it in. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a three-point game. Wall against Harden. Wall's shot is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Harden against Griffin. Harden kicks to Kuzma. Clock at 4. Inside. Cousins, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And for DeMarcus Cousins, it's just good to see him back and seemingly not with any ill effects of that Achilles injury.
Injuries like that are always scary, especially to big men. With Cousins, you never worried about him missing so much time. The concern was him regaining all his burst and agility.
Now Ayton. James Harden missing on the 3. And the shot by Warren, no good. Warren against Ingram. The dish to Bradley. Back to Ingram. Shoots over Griffin, and that one's good. Ingram.
And you have to love seeing Ingram knock down the mid-range J, a lethal scorer who nails these shots with consistency.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
14 feet away. Wall, no luck. Lakers leading by 3. Bradley with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Bradley passes to Harden. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
To the inside, Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
That's what Griffin is known for best, his unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
Pass to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Wall, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Clock at 6. Feeds to Ayton. And Griffin scores. The assist by Ayton.
Nice court awareness from Blake Griffin, understanding the shot clock was dwindling down.
Now Harden. He has 6. There's the three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Some big goals for John Wall, looking to become the...
Just keep getting better defense.
And GA, that's exactly what you want to hear from your leader.
And if he stays healthy, Wall has the talent to put himself in that MVP conversation. He's that kind of player.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
They've got Griffin all out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Ayton, and it's Warren in at the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
Harden finds Bradley. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
A nice shot by Griffin. Well, as we all know, Blake Griffin, Steve, possessing breathtaking athleticism, but injuries certainly have been a concern.
You're right. A lot of it just bad luck. A teammate falls on your knee. That kind of thing happens. But his skill level is starting to complement his power. I think he'll be fine.
Now, here's Warren. Harden missing his last shot. Now, here's Warren. He kicks it to Griffin. Passes it to Lamb. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now the pass to Kuzma. Outside Bradley. Back to Kuzma. And they get it. Kept alive. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Now here's Wall. 9 points last game out. Here's Griffin. And Lamb kicks to Warren. Pass to Lamb. There's the triple. New Orleans getting another chance here. Griffin's shot is off. Lakers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5 to the middle. Kuzma passes to Bradley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets it go from 11. It's good. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
That's a money spot for Cousins. He is comfortable from the mid-range.
Here's Wall, and misses it off the right side of the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Magic, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Bradley. He's coming off a 10-point game against... Kicks it to Cousins. Over Warren. Pelicans pull it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And another shot. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
a competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now holding a 2. And that's a...
As we return to New Orleans to look at some of the buildings along the riverfront here in the Big Easy. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
What we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to him.
He is reliable down there. Once he gets going, he is a machine.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Ingram and Kuzma filling up the 3 and the 4. Avery Bradley is out there with Harden. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Griffin trying to get open. No good from Lamb. The Lakers trail. Steve, the Pelicans, a team that plays a very high-paced style under coach Alvin Gentry. Tops, in fact, in the NBA.
Kevin, as a player, you love playing in that kind of system. You know you're going to get plenty of chances and touches whenever you're on the floor. Pelicans have the personnel to make it work and play at a high-paced style game as well.
Here's Wall following the bucket by the Lakers.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
For New Orleans, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean,
really?
When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it will become the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become some animosity between the two.
Oh, that's Griffin, and he drops it in from the low post. Griffin's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans. And it's Harden with the ball for the Lakers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pass to Cousins. Bradley kicks to Ingram. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Looking now at some numbers for Harden. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. .157 left to play in the 3rd. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Well, Avery Bradley coming off a tumultuous season, traded twice, Steve, and battled a groin injury that eventually required surgery.
You know what's not good? All this in a contract year. Not what you hope for. One of the league's hardest working players. He'll bounce back.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Lakers trail by 4. Harden outside. In the corner, Bradley with it. From the wing. Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Owning that area around the rim, something DeMarcus has done as far back as we can remember.
Lamb with the bounce pass. Wall looking it over. Five to shoot. One comes up a bit short. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Kuzma passes to Harden. Kuzma against Griffin. Back to Kuzma for the lead, and the three ball is good. Kuzma's got 5 now.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
And Wall kicks to Griffin. And he banks in the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this.
Got it! Got it! What a shot!
I love that one.
Free points at the buzzer.
How in the world did he get that one to go?
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lakers lead by 2. From New Orleans, back in a moment.
A long game, guys, so let's play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Ayton is out there with Griffin. Then there's Warren. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
He kicks to Ayton. Dishes to Warren. New Orleans moving it around. Harden against Wall. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ingram's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kuzma with it. Now defended by Warren. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
And it's Ingram missing. Pelicans trailed by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Lamb, guarded by Bradley. No good from Lamb.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Now here's Cousins. Defense is right there. Out to Kuzma. Back to Cousins. Shoots over Griffin. And the Lakers with another miss. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th.
This is what you want out of your offense. A high percentage look for Blake Griffin.
The 3 from Harden. And the Lakers with another miss. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Wall.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Harden inside the 3-point line. Pelicans with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1:31 left in the 4th. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's a big bucket for Blake. Teammates have to love that shot.
To the paint to end the run. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Yes!
Top-notch play from Griffin. That was a bucket they needed.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harden against Wall. Harden the pass to Ingram. Up top, Cousins. At the elbow, Harden. Out to Ingram. From downtown, Griffin with some nice D. And they go to the intentional foul. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
And an intentional foul right there. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this huddle up about two things, the quick shot and then the quick foul.
And you're right. And if they do get the bucket, you love to foul someone who isn't automatic from the line. That would take good denial of the ball on the inbounds.
The three from Harden. Rebounded by Lamb. And stolen by Cousins.
Huge bucket by DeMarcus. The big man loves the big moment.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Yes!
And Ingram is always ready to score in clutch situations. A guy you can depend on to give you his best.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
They have a chance to tie it up.
They got to be looking 3 all the way. And who's going to take it?
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, bring it.
Yeah, yeah.